Hello friends, in this video we are going to understand how to use the xlookup function in Google Sheets. Many of you will be slowly migrating from Microsoft Excel to Google Sheets. In your organization you would have now started using Google Sheets. Some of you may be very familiar with formulas in Microsoft Excel but may not be that familiar with formulas in Google Sheet. So this series of videos that we are going to upload in this playlist is primarily to see how we can maximum utilize the functions formulas available in Google Sheet. As part of this video, we will understand how the xlookup function is used in Google Sheet. So here you see a database of students studying in a school. So their grade, so which standard they are studying, their name, age, height, and weight. So similar to this, there is a database available. So what is our objective? Our objective is to get the grade, age, height, and weight of a particular student from this database. So how do we do this? We can do this very easily by using a XLOOKUP formula in uh, Google Sheets. So let's see how to do that. So here I have to type the name of the student. So to make it easy, I'm not going to type it. Instead, I'm going to use the validation option to use a drop down, because when we type, we may make spelling mistake or we may have a space in the beginning or the end. So to avoid all this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on data. I'm going to click on data validation, and I'm not going to use these options. Instead, I'm going to use from a range. So these are all the student's name, which is part of this database. So I'm going to select this. So I'm going to click here. So I'm going to use data range. And the data range will be from here to here. I say 50 and 10. So what will happen now is the names of the student will be available to me as a drop down. So instead of me making any mistake, I can use the drop down. So now let's say we will select Yarni to start with, but I want to know Yarni's grade, age, height, and weight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the xlookup function. And once I type xlookup and I click on open bracket, so search key is nothing but what is the reference value with which we want to use this xlookup. So we are going to find out the grade, age, height, and weight of the name in this cell. So this cell is the search key. So I have clicked on this and then I have put a comma. And then it says lookup range. So lookup range is nothing but, so this is the name and from which list or from which range you have to look for this particular value. So that range is the name of all the students. So I have selected that and then I have put a comma. And then the third option is result range. So I want to know the grade. So I want to know the grade of Yarni from this list. So what I'm going to do is this will be my result range. So I'm going to select this and then I will close the bracket. So once I close the bracket, you will find that Yarni's grade has come. So just to check whether if this formula is working fine, let me randomly select some other name. So Satish. So if I select Satish, so here you see Satish with the grade. So let me select some other name, Vinod, Vinod 7th grade. So this formula works. Now we will use the same formula to fill the or to come up with the other values that we are looking for. So I need age. So I put is equal to X lookup, and then my search key will be the reference value, comma. This will be my search range, comma, and this will be my result range because this time I want the age. So what I can do is I can copy this formula, paste the formula here in the range alone, and change this to height. Similarly, change the result range from height to weight. So now I have created a xlookup. Based on xlookup, I've created a kind of a uh, sheet where the information can be taken from the database like this and can be displayed based on a particular reference cell. So here the reference cell that we are using is name of the student, but many times if you want to use any reference value, it is always better instead of using name if you have a registration number kind of a unique value, because you may have two Vinod in the same database. So whenever you are using this xlookup formula, the first cell, which is your search key, so it is better that you identify a column which will have unique values as your search key, and then you can use this xlookup function. Hope this video was useful for you. So we will come up with more videos about how to use formulas and functions in Google Sheet. Please subscribe to our channel. You will get more videos on how to make use of all the formulas and functions in Google Sheet. Thank you.